as I watched the mating of the dove. Bouquet. Was in the springtime that you said goodbye. I remember our... Ooh, it's Patsy Loud. Let's see what we got. I'm going to go out on... I was going to say, this is Bouquet. I was going to say weddings. But then I noticed the flowers have faces on them and there's a king and a queen and all that. So let's see. Happiness, joy, beauty, and gifts. Ooh. All right, so that's the story card for everybody. All right, so interesting that Faded Love came on by Patsy Cline because I woke up because I know I had to do Capricorn's reading today. And the message that I woke up with was out of contact. So this is going to be a special for Capricorns. Out of contact. Somebody wants to get a message through to you. We'll get some deck of many things and a 3D 45D to see if you can't figure out who it is. Okay. I know. Who's up this early? I lost my torch on a Saturday. There we go. Just regular sage, y'all. Sometimes you just got to stick with the basics. Right? Keep it simple, stupid. All right. I might make some of these and put them up in the thing. In the Etsy store. Which the Etsy store is back up and open and all that other good jazz and all. The Coven the Silver Cord, my Facebook group, all that for all my new people. Good morning. Good morning, all my early birds. You know what it is? I figured it out this morning, too. You know why empaths are up so early in the morning? Why? Because everybody else is unconscious. What? They cannot project any energy if they are not conscious. And that is the best, most peacefulest time of my day. The whole neighborhood's just still asleep. And the only people who are up are all the motivated people, right? Let's shuffle these up. Yeah, it's crazy. Toss these up for Cappy. Faded Love. I love Patsy Cline. I do. Like in my house, I can't stand Christmas music, right? Holiday music. I can't stand it at all. And so for me, what I do during the holidays is I listen to old croony country, Patsy Cline, you know, Conway Twitty, George Strait. Like, and I know he's a little bit earlier than that or later than that, but still, that's the kind of music that I listen to. So my daughter actually thinks like Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline and stuff like that is holiday music for her. And she hears it, she goes, "It's Christmas music." I think it's funny. I don't know. It gets me into that, you know, that Better Homes and Garden era. It gets you in the mood for, you know, cooking and making decorations and things like that. All right, Kathy, what you got to say? Or what do they got to say? A couple more. All right, so this is definitely goddamn fruit flies, man. Welcome to the South. I don't know why they're over here. It's the ring light. That's what it is. My kitchen. If you can't see it, but this little thing right there is the doorway to my kitchen. So they're just like following the ring light right over here. Lovely. Y'all need to know that, right? Just say it's orbs. This is definitely somebody who a lot of people got involved in this. Because you got if they talk about someone else to you, they're going to talk about you to someone else, right? And if you're I am my own worst enemy. And if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. If you weren't stirring the bucket, you wouldn't have gotten shit on your shoes. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? Right? I also got, oh no, not I. And that's from I Will Survive. So definitely you just get that kind of feeling of there was a lot of gossiping. Or someone heard of a lot of gossiping. Let's see. All right. So we're going to get our shadow card, our earth magic, and then I guess I could probably have time to do. We'll see. I think he's supposed to get up for work. So I might leave and then come back. Might have to. All right. We got Is This Me and Generations. Makes it sound like family was involved, right? Do you have to act like your family? Ooh, that's one I get all the time, too. All right. You old lady need to get put up someplace safer. All right. You know what? Let me go with this. Trains going by. I don't know if you guys can hear any of that. I'm glad I invested in the microphone. It used to be a lot of noise in my house. I hope you guys are all doing well this morning. Or this afternoon, or whenever you get up and watch this. I know it's like stupid early on the West Coast. It's probably evening time in the UK. Doesn't really matter. I have no concept of time, so just kind of winging it over here. Alrighty, 5D40. Just to recap, this is for Capricorn, someone that they're out of contact with. All right. I'm picking up a lot of divine feminine energy just because there's 13 down here twice. And this card starts out with balance, right? Someone's definitely trying to find balance, but look at that sword for a tone, right? This is on the 3D, and this is a pentacle card too. So I feel like this is a person that's probably very triggered easily when it comes to things, especially like money. It's a lot of anxiety for them. It's a very anxiety-ridden person, right? A lot of anxiety because they care a lot, right? They do care a lot. I see something here, though, with this 3 of Wands. Like there was a team, but there was some kind of deception, right? You got 3 of Wands, and then you got 7 of Swords right here at the end. So this might not necessarily be a family unit, but it could be like a group work, or like a group of friends that work together on things. And there's definitely a deceiver, right? Either deception or like white lies, or omitting certain things, or gossiping just certain little things. Someone who likes to stir the bucket, right? They like to stir the bucket. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna get you guys too. We're still gonna do story time and a card for everybody. On the 4D, there's definitely like a lot of secrets, right? 7 of Swords, right? Definitely a connection that towered, right? A connection that towered, or something was towered, and it was towered for gain. They said, whatever this happened over money. People being bitter about money. On the 5D, it was a soul connection, but I am getting that it was a karmic soul connection, right? Reverse lovers here. You got the Page of Cups, confusing messages. You got this is the Captain Save-A-Ho card, right? Someone who's trying to rescue and fix somebody else. Trying to run in there and rescue somebody else. You get the Hermit here reversed. And for me, the Hermit card is about going within to find, your connection to source through going within. This is reversed. This is not being able to find that, find the enlightenment in the situation. Someone's not seeing the enlightenment, the lesson of the situation. I feel like this person may have also taken advantage of your money or something along those lines. Or maybe you broke up with them because you saw that they were, or you broke up or ended the connection because you saw that they were like that, because you got the 4 of Pentacles here at the end. And for me, the 4 of Pentacles is what? I don't have it to give. I'm not going to give till it's detrimental to me. You know what I'm saying? That's an unfair request, right? Is this me? I definitely get like the bickering, right? The money thing. So this is someone who's definitely still bitter about something to do with money. They're probably doing rumors about you, right? I get generational. So this definitely could be somebody who's dealing with like inheritance or things like that, or they just came into some money through that means, and this other person's mad you're not giving them more of the money, right? And then you got, is this me? And what comes to my mind with is this me is that, at least with this whole reading, is that Medea quote. I don't think it's a Medea quote, but she said it in a movie. And it's, but it ain't what you called, it's what you answer to. What does your heart say about the decision that you made? Because I don't know, this seems like a pretty bitter person. If they started rumors about you because you didn't help them, I don't know. And they still seem like they still want to speak their mind. Maybe this is Cappy that sent the message of wanting to speak out to see what they had to say. What do they got to say? They ain't got nothing nice to say. Like, they know they're their own worst enemy and they're dealing with that too. But at the same time, I get that they're talking smack. Yeah, they're talking smack, but you're talking smack. That gossipy shit. Trust me, I deal with that too. I live in a small, small town, and it is, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Everybody talks about me, right? Or talks about each other, really. They're just gossipy. That's all it is, like high school here. I'm going to go ahead. I got time. I'm going to do a collective reading for everybody while I'm at it before we do the story time. But yeah, it's little things too, like, I don't know if I want to get into all of that. But no, like, yeah, when I went to the hospital, somebody else called Rob, right? And they couldn't help but be all excited to tell them some grand, exaggerated tale about what happened, right? It's always how it is. It's always some grand, exaggerated tale. And trust me, I've given enough scenes in this town to have all kinds of rumors about me. All right. Clear it out again. Gotcha. All right. Let's get some positive vibes going, right? Saturday. What do the good jujus got going on today for everybody in the collective? You know what? I'm going to put that shadow deck up. We'll copy Tyler for a little bit, right? So let's see what the good stuff is. I don't even think he's done that in a while. So we're going to do 2 oracle cards. What do I got? I want to switch up the decks a little bit here too. I really appreciate all your support, Miss Ruth. I really do. It means a lot. It does. I think I'm going to start doing like Oddball and them do that little group. I've been having fun watching the other tarot readers, right? It never even, I told you guys, I'm so not technologically savvy, and I really am not like into YouTube or anything else like that. So when I stumbled on the YouTube readers, I always just assumed that they were all doing signs. I never even realized that they were doing the lives like that. So I might go ahead and do that too, do live free readings for subscribers, things like that. When I get a moment, if I get a moment, I'll have some more time here during the summer. Once people start going to visit people. Ooh, yeah, ease and transformation. I kind of like that because everybody always talks about how chaotic transformation is, right? And they're like, oh, the caterpillar has to completely dissolve into nothing and all this other stuff before it can become a butterfly. And it's like, it doesn't have to. Why does it always have to be chaotic? You know? And I always wondered how conscious the caterpillar actually is. And even then, it's in a cocoon. It's not loud. It's not a loud transformation. That's my thing. A lot of people feel like it has to be this loud, dramatic thing. You know, what if I told you that you guys could break up without fighting? Like, you know, what if I told, you know, Get the Eight of Autumn. All right. Move these over there. Eight of Autumn, Two of Spring, but I'm not going to read the words off of that till later. Ooh. All right. 3D, 4D, 5D. What? Some messages we can get for the collective this morning. No? Okay. I like that deck because it's smaller, but it appears to be struggling to shuffle. See this, and I've had this deck for a few years now. I got this from my friend Lee Carney. She's the one that's Heart, Body, and Soul store there. It's also down in the description is the link to her Facebook page. Dude, I do most of my stuff on Facebook. Most of you, I figured that out by now, but yeah. I actually want to add to that too. I'm going to go around and find more links to people that I do watch, like Orion Rising. He had a good show on last night. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, he has a whole series on the Law of One, the raw God. They call him the God particle? No, that was something else. But the book is called The Law of One. It's about these people back in the 80s doing this channeling with these extraterrestrials. It's actually pretty good. If you don't mind listening to like audiobooks and things like that. Leo's a bit of a rambler though, so. He can be a bit long-winded. Coffee. I don't know if 44 means anything to anybody, but it's starting out with 2 4s. We got the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles here, right? On the 3D, maintaining stability, understanding that it's a rite of passage, building towards a 10 of Pentacles, and maintaining shields, right? That is a great calm energy. I'm definitely getting a very calm energy today. Like if anything else, you're like, okay, so some of us aren't super exciting. But definitely a very calm energy and just maintaining. Yeah, I like that on the 3D. On the 4D, we got the King of Pentacles, right? Definitely maintaining that control and seeing what you are in control of, following passions with the Queen of Wands here. I like that. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands for anybody doing relationship stuff, right? Which actually is how that balances out between the two. You guys know that, right? Like it's supposed to be the feminine, supposed to be the passion. The feminine energy is the passion, the one that fires everybody up. And the masculine energy is that calming energy. That masculine energy is the one that, you know, kind of the party people that goes, well, if we do this weekend, then we're not going to be able to afford to do this next weekend and blah, 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 you know. But that's the balance of it, right? And I know, like I say, you know, you got masculine and feminine. You guys know the energies go both ways, right? Everybody's meant to balance each other out. It's not about gender roles. It's about balancing, right? If one person, like say the guy doesn't like to mow the yard, right? Well, maybe the female or the femme can mow the yard and the masculine can go and fold laundry instead. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up. Find your balance. If you don't like doing one thing, see if you can't trade it for another thing. It's not about assigning roles. It's about finding that balance, right? I do get the justice reversed here, which is why I'm talking a lot about balance. Because those are beautiful energies, but there's definitely something here that needs to be moved on from. Because you got justice reversed, 8 of Cups, and 3 of Cups reversed. Well, see, maybe that's the calm energy. Maybe it's because everybody kind of is ready to get back into this and it's not quite there yet. A lot of people are struggling just from going from being isolated so long to suddenly being around people. I mean, for empaths, we had it. COVID was probably the best year for me. I loved it. What? Yes. Make it a rule that everybody has to stand 6 feet away from you. Let's keep that forever. I love that. Stand 6 feet away from me in the stores at all times. I don't like people in my personal space in my bubble, right? And it's because a lot of people that had no idea what was going on, bam, suddenly felt everybody's energy. You think, that was the thing that we were talking about last night on Orion Rising, and it was about the grand design, right? The intelligent design. Everything kind of has a bit of intelligent design if you look at it long enough, right? So the whole thing with the viruses and everybody waking up, so everybody woke up really, really fast, and it's almost like everybody got altitude sickness, right? And then, yeah, it just coincided with everybody needing space. And then it was like, okay, now everybody needs to go home and think about what they're going to fix in their homes. So now we're coming out of this era, right? Oh. Hopefully you're on my timeline with that. But, there's still some baits and traps and things going on, right? I feel like that definitely, I don't know who's with me on this. And I'm kind of going on the 5D here. So there was a big split. With that major alignment, right? And there's 2 timelines running still, right? So the problem is everybody was like, what, you can get, what was the case? The love train or the fear train, right? And here's the thing. Everybody thought the trains were going to be going in 2 separate directions. It's not how it's working. And it's almost like people on the love train are trying to still recruit over from the fear train, and people on the fear train are trying to trick people on the love train back over. So there's still this bit of a weave going on as we're going right now. The lines are still, so it was 1 train and now it's split into 2 trains, and now they're just slowly working their way apart. So some people are going back and forth still, and there's still things being laid out to try and, yeah, that's as much as I can explain. All right. So for the 5D, what I'm getting into, right, we got the Magician in the front again. Right? And I like it with this deck because he's got all his elements there. You got lightning in the background, the unicorn, the wolves, right? He's using his runes. He's not just casting on his own like the traditional deck. He's just there and he's gonna make whatever he wants, right? In this one, he's actually turning to the old ways. He's requesting knowledge. He's got a little thing set up here, the piece of wood with the cup on it, the fire, and he's actually like summoning a spirit animal and actually not casting, right? You know what I'm saying? Not casting, but actually seeking the knowledge from the universe, not just willy-nilly, this is what I want, actually taking the time to do the appropriate timeline, Stonehenge back there, right? Actually doing the purpose. A lot of people get into this, I can manifest my own reality, and then they just selfishly And then they wonder why they ain't got no peace in their life. All right, so these people that are definitely tuning into the old ways and listening to this thing, you are on the path, right? This is what you're manifesting, or this is what's been manifested for you. If you're in a relationship or whatever right now, and you're just having hard times, right? Be mindful of what you're manifesting, right? Be mindful of what you're manifesting. I do see that there's, right, this is the 5D telling you this, right? That entrapment you're feeling, you put yourself there. That's your own entrapment. It's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. And it's kind of like the focusing on what? You know you're not really trapped, right? Everybody knows they're not really trapped. They can get out of the bad relationship if they want to, or they can get out of the rough situation, or they can get out of that thing that's bothering them on their minds. You can. You're fully aware that it's a personal entrapment. And I'm definitely now, because you're picking it up, right? You ask this, you see this, but you're entrapping yourself from it. Why? Because you don't want to write a letter asking for a truce? Can't make a decision? There's definitely there's definitely this going on. I can't help it. Like, and a lot of the readers are picking up at it too. What if you want to talk to somebody? Just talk to somebody. It's ridiculous. And if you've made it difficult for people to talk to you over the last few years, then you're just going to have to be the one that reaches out first, right? If you shut them off, then you need to reach out first. Or if it's bothering you the most, if it's bothering you, then reach out. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is what? They go F you and they never want to talk to you again. Well, at least then you know. At least then you know. A lot of people are trapped in fantasies because you're too scared to reach out. And you're too scared to reach out for one of two reasons. What? If it is real, this is going to rock my whole reality. What? If it isn't real, it's like killing Santa Claus, right? And the Tooth Fairy, and all of them go away. For the fairy decks that I got here, I got the 8 of Autumn, right? Yeah, do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeship, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. I also got the 2 of Spring. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. So we definitely got to focus today for working on things that you have had long-term goals on, and definitely focusing on the relationships of those to which you are building them with. And I think that's a beautiful message. It's actually kind of what I was thinking about this morning. Me and Rob were looking at pictures of last year's teepee, and I've been talking about it with Elsa about how it's how everything grew a little bit differently. We were comparing the pictures from last year to this year, and I love it because it's like now next year it's going to be something even better, right? Transformation and ease, right? I always love it. One of my personal favorite sayings is it's all dramatic as you would like to make it, right? I personally, I like fishing and quiet stuff, right? You know, I had my fun and my bar years and all that other lunacy back in the day. And even back then, like I was the person like, yeah, I went to a club for a few hours, but then usually me and my friends would trick people into leaving the club, and then we would go like down and sneak onto some rich person's property and use their private beach while they were, you know, we lived in Virginia Beach oceanfront. So, you know, we kind of knew areas where the rich people went back to wherever they lived and left their houses unattended. We never broke into their houses. We just used their beaches, right? lightning and power. Let's look at lightning like crows too, right? There's two types of people in this world. There's people that hear lightning and that they fear. And there's people that hear that lightning and they tingle. Right? All right, so for today's story time card, we got the bouquet with the flowers here. See how they got little faces on them? I didn't notice that until I took the picture. They got crowns. So we got happiness, joy, beauty, and gift. The story Little Ida's Flowers show how one young girl created her own happiness. After being told a whimsical tale of dancing bloom, her belief created magic for her as her dolls danced with the flowers at a midnight ball. Here Little Ida's floral dance their way into your reading, reminding you of all the joy in the world. Their magical message is one of pleasure. Like Ida created her own magic, when you see this card, you can also hold on to the message of a woman who knows how to take charge, just like little Ida did in her own room. A nosegay? I don't know what that word means. N-O-S-E-G-A-Y. A nosegay is given to someone to cheer them up. When you see this card, sorry, that word's got me messed up now. When you see this card, look at the cards nearby. There may be someone you could use some cheering up in your world. Perhaps you are being called to be the bouquet of bliss in someone else's world, or perhaps you will find an undiscovered joy in new areas of your own life. Dance and smile a lot. Make the magic of Little Ida's Flowers waltz through your own life. What a beautiful little saying. Where's my phone? I need to look up that word because I do not like not knowing what things mean. Oh, it's a bouquet. Worn at the whisk. Oh, bought it. Okay, a bunch of flowers, typically one set is sweet scented. A nosegay is worn at the waist or the bodice. Okay, so it's a corsage. That's what I'm thinking of. It's like a corsage. Make corsages and give them to people today. Let me get you guys some cards. Which one do we have today? I like that message. What? Bored? Don't know what to do today? Want to do something positive? Cheer somebody up. I don't have anybody to cheer up. You know what? Go cheer people up on your Facebook page then. If you're just going to be scrolling around the internet anyway, you might as well look for people who are upset and go, hey, just so you know, I'm sorry I can't do more to help, but I am thinking of you and hoping you are feeling better. Go throw out some hearts. Right? People always get weird on me because I'm a random compliment giver. Like if I saw somebody took a lot of time and effort on their outfit, I'd be like, oh, your hair looks nice. Your outfit looks nice. Da, da, da. Alyssa does it too. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? We always like to, yeah. And I look at that as like walking around the world, just hitting the heart and like button. When you throw out a little compliment to people, that's like hitting a little thumbs up or throwing them a little heart. You should do it as much in real life as you do it on the internet. The world would be a much better place for everybody. All right, Aries. Page of Wands. Laugh, dance, have fun. Find what you're passionate about, right? Taurus. Justice. Right? Finding that peace. Gemini. Ace of Wands. Third eye lit up. Cancer. Letting go of the Three of Swords. Leo, Nine of Cups, beautiful. Virgo, Temperance, balance, balance, balance. Libra, Knight of Wands, dancing to the beat of your own drum. I just got that song stuck in my head now. Scorpio, get the Four of Pentacles reversed. Be sure that you're not being a miser. There's not giving until your own detriment, and then there's just being a miser and being grumpy about stuff, right? Sagittarius, death and rebirth. Capricorn, Knight of Wands. A lot of fiery energy today, guys. Aquarius, Six of Cups. If you're going to look back fondly. Pisces, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Actually, this is reversed, ain't it? Oh, it is. See, look, mirror messed me up. The mirror messed me up. So this is, I think, realizing it's all in your head, right? I love how in this one, too, she's fighting the mirror. Because it's almost like all those little crows and stuff. That's not really her. That's those little shadow voices in your head of mean things people have said or you've heard. And, yeah, that's not reality. All righty. I love y'all. Yeah. I'm going to head on out of here and go get into something today. Y'all have a beautiful day. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. If you're going to go plant some seeds, toss out some wildflowers. I love y'all. And I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.